Salute, man. So we only use 10% of our brain, eh? Okay, that's what we're so-called told by the so-called authorities on the media. Think critically and challenge things, and optimally use whatever percentage of the brain we do use. We're going to talk about a lot of good stuff in this one. This will be a good one. We'll be able to be immune to their definiteness of purpose because we're definitely purposing in opposite directions.
Bad Boy D, Masculinity Television. Subscribe to this channel for sure. Salute to Bad Boy D. He says, obviously not the point of the show.
That's the guy right there.
Absolutely. Says, obviously not the point of the show. However, this is a feel-good content if a man is in the proper frame of mind. Salute Bad Boy D. Great channel he got over there. Appreciate that, brother.
Bad Boy D. Masculinity TV. So we only use 10% of our brains, apparently. Or at least according to what they tell you on fake stream media. In my opinion, that's a load of crap. I think they just tell you that you only use so much of your brain, only percentage of your brain is to make them look so much better and so much smarter than you. You're not as good as Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates or all the other con men that like to push on you. Because, well, you're only using 10% of your brain. All the special people use a higher percentage of their brain. In my opinion, we all use all of our brain. It's how we exercise and what we do with it that matters. Because I tell you, if you watch a lot of news and TV, you are exercising it. You're exercising it in the way they want you to. Like my dad, who's in his 70s, I'm amazed at all the garbage he regurgitates from CNN. It's amazing. Like, he retains it like a motherfucker at his age. He's like the Rain Man of retaining stuff from the Communist News Network. In my opinion, obviously the ideal way to use your brain properly, the percent or whatever properly of your brain, is to think critically and analyze things and do research and come to your own conclusions. Don't just take what you're fed. And this applies to YouTube too. It can have a similar spell, a very similar spell to the television. The CIA mind control program box known as the television. Which to me, the television is basically an altar to the devil. It's like going to devil church, watching the television. It's so diabolical. But even on the tube, it has that hypnotic spell on your brain, and you like to believe, like, it's almost as if some people, when they see you on the tube, they automatically see you as an authority figure. Which can be good and bad in certain circumstances, depending on who you're watching. I was watching a thing on BitChute. It ended up in my feed after a Mag Bam video of like this guy about white privilege. Or no, I'm sorry. It's the opposite. It was like, again, like, it was a white dude complaining about how white dudes are oppressed. Like, okay, that's why is going to Hispanics and African American, for lack of a better term, communities first. Like, yeah, all men. There's a war on all men right now, big time, and women too. Feminism is a war on women. However, to have a pro-white, that white people are suppressed, like, I found that extremely odd. As far as YouTube and BitChute and stuff goes, because I'm still a fan, I still consume content. The Caucasian people I follow are very few and far between. It's probably about 35 65. Like, I really do rock with a lot of the black men, because they have a lot of spirit and soul and passion, at least the ones I follow. YouTube-wise, shout out BOA/King Ray Ray, Thinking Man's Templar, Mr. Limba Channel, Black Ram 313. It's just a lot of it, it's unfortunate, a lot of it's about women, because that's what gets the views, that's what gets the clicks. It's all about the women. Like, it should be the last thing on our minds right now. If one stumbles in our path, on our purpose, but that's the thing that guys just don't. You don't have to learn all these tricks and techniques and different stuff. Just get on your purpose, be on your mission, and you'll trip over them. Yes, always think critically. Use your God-given logic to see through the lies, because man, we're lied to all the time. And speaking of purpose, the shout out to the book Outwitting the Devil. If you haven't read it yet, or it's on an audiobook, I did the audiobook several times. It's amazing, but definiteness of purpose. It's a book from the 30s. Well, it was written in the 30s, and it talks about how important the definiteness of purpose is. Let me break that down a bit, because, for example, these elites with their plan, with their global reset, with the diabolical plan they have for us over the next 10 years and beyond, which is unfolding rapidly, they have made their decision. They have gone full throttle with this. They are exemplifying definiteness of purpose. I will give the devil his due. He knows that definiteness of purpose. You have a mission and a goal that you want to accomplish, and you go for it full throttle. They're doing it, and they're getting away with it. But the caveat there is they're only getting away with it on the people who aren't on their definiteness of purpose. The sleeping masses that are buying this hook, line, and sinker. See, when we're on our definiteness of purpose, we'll be able to be immune to their definiteness of purpose, because we're definitely purposing in opposite directions. It's the drifters and the sleeping masses that will get caught in their definiteness of purpose. If you don't partake and you have a totally separate path from what's going on, it's not going to affect you as much. Or it will affect you if your definiteness of purpose is to oppose this too, which I'm totally 110% behind that too. We have to define our purpose and go for it. We have to stop being so emotional to everything that's going on right now in tragedy. We have to be cold in this world. Stoicism and being a logical masculine man is about keeping emotions to a minimum. I've mentioned before about anger. Anger can be incredible to switch on and off, like the Hulk in a dangerous situation. If you want to obliterate fear and be the bravest motherfucker there is, fear can be not fear. It can be an excellent tool in your pocket to obliterate fear. But yeah, man, women need strong men more than ever if you're worried about the women. But we need to be strong more than ever. And emotion and fear and getting in your feelings is the opposite of strength. We're really going to be, if we survive all this, which I'm confident we will, because we're on our definiteness of purpose, and we're going to get through this. But we're gonna be the good genes that proliferate the new world after this reset. There's unfortunately a huge eugenics execution, literally and figuratively speaking, an execution of eugenics going on right now. That's going to unfold over the next several years. And we're going to be the meek that will inherit the earth and have all the women in the world. Because meek doesn't mean a little weak bitch. Meek means that you're armed and willing to defend yourself if required. Because we're not fake alphas, we don't pick fights or bully people. However, we will fight when required. So healthy reminder, stay out of your feelings, keep emotions to a minimal. I rarely have to do it, but if I ever get a little weak and soft and sappy, I call myself a little bitch, and that snaps me out of it. And speaking of little bitches, I think it's hilarious how so many people say stay safe now. Stay safe! It's the most beta mangina thing you can say. Stay safe! Oh, stay safe! Like, no! We should be saying live dangerously. Stay healthy, yes. Stay strong, yes. Shut out Maximilian. But this stay safe from an invisible phantom fucking microscopic thing. That's fake. It's the biggest horseshit I've ever seen in my life. And heard in my life. So, yeah, I know what, as humans we tend to adopt what we're exposed to. Like, that's why terms and things like that get trendy, because when you're exposed to a lot, you tend to say it. But stay safe, get that out of your vocabulary. Don't say that crap. Same with sorry. Or anything weak and beta that makes you seem like a bitch. Because we don't care what other people think. But it's your subconscious mind. It's yourself you gotta keep track of. God bless you, man, and stay strong. We got this definiteness of purpose, and we are some of the Almighty God's favorite soldiers in our league of extraordinary alpha men. Check out my latest video right there. I'll drop another one right there. Check out another pretty darn good one down yonder, and subscribe, BBD. Right there. I'm out of here. Peace.